Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. Let me hop on. Oh no, why is the game? That's hello everybody, how is everyone doing? Hi everyone, thank you for coming to the game. Why is it dark? Hello everybody. Let me turn that up a little bit. That should be better. Let me find that better. All right, cool. Yeah, my OBS got all sorts of wonky right lately, so let me play with this real quick. I don't know why this all happened, because you should be seeing the game in that corner right now, but you're not, which is weird. Because I just had it there a minute ago. Why is that not? That's annoying. I wonder if I have to end the stream to... No, I shouldn't have to end the stream. Well, first off, let me make myself look all pretty. Because that's the most important thing. How's everyone doing? Is my audio still quiet right now? Carefree Puggle says... by the way, hello goes to the Gozerian, Professor Harmless, and everybody. Let me... Like I said, let me deal with my vanity first. And actually just make the screen a little bit brighter for everybody. Is that gonna improve? It does nothing. Why? Why in the world? Okay, so that's not that. That's why. Okay, the inputs are all weird. That's why. Okay, so if I remove that. Okay, that's that camera. Okay. Filters. Let's fix my vanity there. That's a little bit better for my vanity. Not ooh, god no. Slightly better. That's slightly better. Give or take. We'll live with that, I guess. That's weird. Maybe if I actually that's now I'm like red. I don't know what's going on, everybody, but hello everyone. How is everyone doing? I just wanted to play some I've been playing alright. So everybody, I wanted to let you all know, I'm going to forewarn you, I'm going to be playing some God of War right now. I know you can hear his grunts, but no picture. I will fix it. Don't worry. It's coming. It's a coming. Remove that. Sorry, everyone. Normally I'd have this beforehand, but I had it, and then it, like, disappeared on me. Let's see if this will... Nope. But I will tell you all, so I've been playing God of War. We're not starting at the beginning because I've already been playing for a while. I'm about like, I want to say like a fifth of the way through, a fourth of the way through. And I'm loving this game so much, and I just wanted to share it for a little while with everybody. I'm not going to play the whole thing, obviously, tonight or anything like that. So apologies if you don't know the story. I'll try and explain some of the stuff, but it's a great game regardless. And I just wanted to share it with folks. But let me see if I can actually figure out why this isn't showing in my OBS first. I'm gonna add a new input source. Do FD, yeah. That should do it, but it's not. And that bugs me. Because I had it a minute. Can I get it? Any of these? No? Nope. Oh, there it is. Now you can see it if I take it all there. So that, what's that? That's capture device 1? Okay. Okay. Ha-ha! Ha-ha-ha! But it's dark as crap. Why is everything super dark? My game shouldn't... I don't know why everything's coming through so dark. I'm sorry about that. I can fix it a little bit, but I'll have to play with that and figure out why it's coming in super dark on my screen and everything. It's like Kratos is hiding in the dark. Like, he's bright on my screen, but he's like hiding in the dark here. Let's see if I can fix this up. I can fix it up like this. Oh, God, that adds a lot of... like anti-aliasing there, but we can get it up a little bit. Also, you know what I can do in the game? Graphics, right? Is there a graphics mode? No, where is brightness? And calibration. There it is. that it? Is that all you're gonna let me do? Oh, that's brighter. That'll have to do for now. It's like his dark soul. Anyways, hello everybody. Sorry that took a minute. Sorry that there were technical difficulties. It's still some, but we'll muddle through it tonight. Yes, hello everybody. I have been playing God of War, and this game is so great. I'm legitimately in love with this game. And I want to rant about it a little bit while I'm doing game for about an hour or two, and just like talk about how much I love this game. Can we talk? I just want to talk about real quickly how based this game is. Like, legitimately, this game is all here for the Workers' Revolution. One of the early side quests in this game is literally you as Kratos going around the Dwarven realm, breaking Odin's machines of production that Mimir like had tricked the dwarves into, and Odin had tricked the dwarves into doing like all this work for him by saying work or die, and make it sound like a choice. Like, literally, he is this like CEO of a company. He is Elon Musking it and going like work or die, and the whole mission is you like going around breaking Odin's means of production and trying to get like dwarves to fight back as the working class against Odin. And like that's just like one of the side missions in the beginning of the fucking game. This game is, and then there's like a talking raccoon who's a talking squirrel who's adorable. Right now I'm playing as Atreus, who is spoiler for the first game, is Loki, and he is like shaped. You can like shapeshift into wolves and shit, and he's like meeting this girl who in Norse mythology, spoiler by the way, if he's Norse mythology, is his wife in Norse mythology, but like he's meeting her at a young age, and like she's like telling him his future, and she sort of like feels disassociated from that too, because like her only job was to like be the person that tells him his future, and now she feels like, well, now I don't have any future. It's like all about our destinies and our futures in terms of like how we're supposed to like. Again, it feels like within like these systems that like tell us that we have to do one thing, that we have to be these like heroes of these people, and we don't always have to like follow that like Joseph Campbell monomyth type of nonsense of like, oh yeah, we're these great individuals and we can't take down the system. It's not a systemic problem. It's an individual thing that you need to rise up against. It's just so good. It's so good. This game is amazing, and I'm in love with it. So I just wanted to rant about it and play it a little bit with all of you and tell you how much I love it. I'm also gonna get drunk. And I got a really cool drink for all of you. Yeah, right? No talking raccoon dream machine. 10 out of 10. 1 out of 10 worst game ever. Exactly. It's so great. I love this so much. Goes to the Gozerian, you make the world brighter. Anyway, so I got this beer. It is an Imperial white stout with coffee and snickerdoodle cookies. Snickerdoodles. Snickerdoodle cookies. It's a snickerdoodle cookie stout. What more could I want out of life? Like talking squirrels, Loki, and snickerdoodle cookie beer. This is everything that I need. And friends, all of you. You are lovely. So yes, we're gonna play this game. I'm gonna try to just catch everybody, since if you're jumping in, I'm gonna be playing the game, so full spoilers for the game, and I'll try and catch you up where I'm at right now. So brief catch up on the story. There's Kratos and Atreus. Atreus is Kratos' son. Kratos just wants to protect his son from Ragnarok. He does not want anything to happen to him, so he's trying to avoid conflict at all costs. But Atreus wants to like get involved, and so they've kind of been pushed. They got attacked by Thor and Odin. They came to their house and attacked them. Odin sort of like is trying to Odin is trying to get Loki to be on his side during Ragnarok because he knows it's coming, and they know that Kratos and Loki are somehow involved, but Odin basically just wants to stop Ragnarok because he knows it'll be an end to his power. You go and rescue, because of all of this set off, Loki / Atreus has been like trying to learn more about like Ragnarok against Kratos' wishes, so he learned about where Tyr is, the former god of war in the Norse pantheon, who led up against Odin. They saw this like prophecy that said that Tyr was going to rise up against Odin. So you go and free Tyr, but he is sort of this disillusioned guy who no longer wants to partake in violence in any way, shape, or form. He's a pacifist. Which Atreus, as a kid, is like, no, we can't. Like, you have to fight. It's like we have to go to war with Odin. And both Kratos, Atreus' father, and Tyr are just like, kid, we understand you like want to change the status quo, but like war is dangerous and bad and like can harm people. And they're kind of right. But Loki has this desire to stop the system, change the system, because he's a little kid. And now at the point in the story that we're at is Loki, in one of his dreams, has like transported to the Jotunheim, the giants, which is the homeland of his mother, because Kratos' wife and Atreus' mother, who has passed away at the beginning of the first game, was a giant. And you've met this girl who has like told Loki this prophecy that he's supposed to kill his father and side with Odin. And so they've kind of like, they're super cute together, the two of them, but she has sort of been like, oh, I'm not entirely, like, now that I don't have a purpose, I'm not sure what to do. And Loki also found out that these marbles are the souls of the giants. Odin did not genocide all of them. They have put themselves into these soul pills things. And Loki gave one to a snake and is trying to like put them into like bodies of animals, but feels uncomfortable if that's the right thing to do. And just now, right before this sequence, we rescued some wolves, because Loki can like talk to animals and is super adorable with animals. This girl's a grandmother has like kind of been destroyed by grief and is now like taking animals and like stealing their souls. So we stopped her from doing that, but now the girl is feeling fairly upset. I'm forgetting how to say her name, which is why I'm saying the girl. And so she's fairly upset about having to face her grandmother, who said some mean things to her after you beat her as a boss. And now Loki's trying to cheer her up, which is where we're at. And it's adorable. It's freaking adorable, and I love it. So this game is very based, very good, some of the best writing, and I just wanted to share how much I freaking loved it. How are all of you? I have just been ranting a while, but I want to like, I am in that, like, welcome to my neurodivergent tendencies right now, everybody, where I'm like having so much excitement about a thing that I just wish to share it with people. And so I am streaming this game because I wish to share it with people and how excited I am about this game, because it is so good. It is so freaking good. And I adore it to death. So it's freaking great. So welcome to my neurodivergency, everybody. How is everyone else? And I'm also going to try this beer now, the Snickerdoodle beer. You know, not as like strong as I thought for the Snickerdoodle. It's not a bad beer, but it's not as snickerdoodly as every time I like Snickerdoodle's word. Snickerdoodle. I don't know why I went to. I'm here specifically for the neurodivergent sharing, right? This is my, this entire channel is just my like neurodivergent brain, my autistic brain just ranting at you. Whenever I do my 6-hour-long Star Trek videos, or hell, my things on transgender issues, is just me being like, I went down a neurodivergent research hole. Here is what I have told to you, in hopefully an entertaining fashion. So that's the fun of it. Oh, thank you, Super Desi. Mwah, I appreciate that. You're lovely, and I adore you as well. All right. Do the YouTube thing. Yeah, thank you, Gozer. I appreciate that. Do the YouTube things, like and subscribe and all that fun stuff. All right, let's get into this game because I am very excited. Let me just make sure I can put your chats somewhere I can see it while I play the game. Angle my computer better. Just get this into position. Bam. Sweet. Okay, let's keep playing. Got Kratos just grunting away like a dad. He's such a dad. My favorite line in this game is when Sindri, which by the way, I haven't even talked about Brock and Sindri. Sindri is like a clean freak, and I love him to death. He's the most adorable man ever. Oh, thank you, Carry On. Carry On, thank you so much. Sending hugs to you as well. I appreciate that. You are amazing, and I thank you for allowing me to hyperfixate on things. Okay. So we just escaped, like literally this is the part where we just escaped her grandmother, who was fairly mean to her. She's like, you don't have any future, your future is just to tell Loki his future and he'll forget about you because he'll be too worried mourning his dad, is the thing that she said to him. And Loki's like, no, and we call him Atreus, but he goes by Loki as well.
Ankoboda.
It's fine.
So. Oh, thank you, Geek Filter. Sending you love. Also, I'm going to turn this up a little bit.
Once we reach the other side of this path.
Well then, that's 2 out of 3.
Atreus.
Race me, come on.
I see what you're doing.
You know you want a rematch after last
I
time.
appreciate, last time, I beat you.
I'm pretty sure it was a tie.
Pretty sure it wasn't.
Yeah, it's wife to be. Shh. Don't tell them that. Aw, thank you, Cheryl. Mwah.
So prove me wrong. 1, 2, 3, go!
Fine.
Oh, I love this. This is where I stop because I'm like, I just.
You coming or what?
Go! Go! Go!
You're fucked? Oh, no, you don't!
Watch the turn here! I have absolutely no idea what you're saying.
This field always smells so amazing. I assume your nose is much better like this. Don't get too distracted. Oh, come on! You're not getting tired now, are you?
Mic is low. I can try and turn off my mic. It actually probably more. I think my mic is up as high as I can. Actually, you know what I can do? There we are. And I'm sorry you have the Flu Geek filter, by the way. We still need to talk, by the way. We need to figure out a time to talk. We need to do that. So, all right, let me know if that's better with my mic, because I can up my mic volume a little bit in comparison to the game's volume, too. All right, cool. Let me know if I need to adjust sound.
Those pods can only carry you so far. Whoa! Whoa! Asa, faster! We got him now! No, you don't. Almost there.
I'm not mad at you.
You really made me work for it.
Work for it? You rode a magic fox the whole way.
You
Loki,
were a magic fox.
Atreus. Thank you.
I'm sorry she was so hard on you.
Me too. Well, I suppose you're ready to get home now. I'll meet
So,
you by
like,
the
these
shrine
are
when you're
these are
ready.
her prophecies. That
Do I
she's
have to
living.
leave?
Not if you don't want to. Your prophecy was less clear on when you have to go.
Turn down the music. And
You still don't believe it, do you?
Well, the music was supposed to be loud there because it was a big swelling moment.
I
It
can't.
is not about that, Evelyn, but less directly.
I think I'm being stupid.
I think you care for your dad so much you can't conceive of a world where you let him get hurt. Come here. I need to show you something.
Show me more things. Shh, shush, you stop with that gozer. These are the marbles that are the former, the giants. Are the giants.
Laufey? My mother's?
I wish it weren't empty, but I know how it feels to lose a parent, to lose both. Your mother may be gone, but your father, you've still got time to say goodbye.
I really do think Kratos is probably dead by the end of this game.
I know
I have
what you're
not
trying
beaten
to
it.
say.
No one spoil me, but Kratos is so dead by the end.
And I appreciate it. I do. But I don't know. We've got to be more than a bunch of stories with our endings already
Sending
written.
you love, Mark Supreme. And Lewis, and everybody. Lewis, sending you some love, sending you a hug. Mwah, 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 mwah.
What happens to you now?
I don't know. Like I said, once you're gone, my part in this is over. So, feel free to stay.
I think your part is as big as you want it to be.
I love Atreus. It is shocking how well that this game and the last game have done Atreus.
What are you gonna do?
because Atreus is like a character. Like kid characters are very easy to screw
No
up.
idea.
Like take a look at most of like TV kid characters. But I love Atreus.
I can't
He's
just
great.
sit back and let my dad die.
They make him realistically rebellious, but develop really well, and I really like him as a character.
I gotta get back.
Okay.
Huh. Stars here are different.
No. You just are.
Aww. Aww.
I am gonna see you again.
They're gonna get married.
Sure.
If anyone knows their Norse myth.
Okay, now.
Look, Wesley Crusher's
Close your
dialogue was
eyes.
perfect, alright?
And hold that
He's
tight.
not supposed to be Loki reborn, Steve Vonnie. He's supposed to be Loki, period.
You don't
Not
wanna
reborn.
lose it.
First time.
Home. Think of it. Repeat it.
Home. 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 Like that?
He's back in his home. He can transport. This is him learning that he accidentally teleported earlier in the game.
Oh no.
This is their home that they got attacked at by Thor and Odin earlier in the game. Oh shit! Because yeah, their home was not safe when they left it. Yeah, the difference between Wesley and Jake is really interesting in terms of like audience reception. Like
Other
Jake was
home.
much better.
Other home. Other home.
Oh shit!
Shit!
Oh. Hi, friend. Alright, time to fight some monsters. The noises are like very like Woo! Hello. More brutal than I remember that being.
I gotta get back to Sindris and figure out how to
Finishing
save
run
Father.
rate. Ooh, there's
And I gotta
there's
keep
4
Ironwood and
seasons of Earth
Angerboda's
Final
secret
Conflict. I
somehow.
didn't know there were
What'd I get
5
myself
seasons
into?
of that. I did not know there were 5 seasons of Earth Final Conflict. I thought there was like 1 at most, right? Nom 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 nom. And thank you for, by the way, Jar Jar. Okay, good. I'm glad to look at the days. There
What
he
were
is.
you thinking?
Oh, no,
I
now-
wanted to visit Fenrir.
For 2 days.
I
Do not lie to me again.
Oh.
Why
He's
did
been
you
gone
come
for
here?
2 days.
Alone. Do you seek death?
no more than you.
And
Then why?
By the way, here's the quick catch up. He's not allowed to tell the place that he was just at with Argaboda was Ironwood, which is a secret wood for the giants. And she told him that he's not allowed to tell anyone, even his father. So right now he has to lie to Kratos about where he was, or else he'll get in trouble. So just so you know why he's not telling the truth to his dad. Awkward, yeah. When you stumble into the portal, you know, it's that
Why?
thing.
What is it you will not tell me?
Like, I will also say the stuff between I wish I had streamed this whole game because I really should have because it's been excellent. But like, Kratos, the scenes between Kratos and his son, it's very clear that like Kratos just wants to protect his son. There's like just numerous times like he just is clearly, I just love how they write his character where he's not necessarily expressing his care because he's not a very verbal man, but he very clearly just cares for Atreus, and shows his affection in a lot of ways, but also tries to teach Atreus that like this like headstrong nature that he's on about like wanting to go to war with Odin is a dangerous impulse. And so it's like, I really like that they don't make, like, it would have been so easy to take Kratos after the first 3 God of War games, which I still love, and make him just like this violent like brute dude, but he's actually very smart and wise in his own way. And I just really like how they really like write that so well as a character for him.
I've tried to walk this path with you. We follow your every whim.
But you don't believe in any of it.
And still I follow. Because all that matters is that you are safe.
But that's not all that matters. Who's keeping you safe?
I do not need you to protect me.
You sure about that?
They just care about each other too
I
hard.
can't talk about it. But I just need you to trust me.
They just care about
You
each
kept
other
secrets,
too
but I
hard.
trust you.
That's not the same.
Why not? You hid things. Mother hid things. You had good reasons, and so do I. Why can't you just...
Oh, am I gonna be back playing Kratos now?
Later.
Yep, back to Kratos. I actually like playing... Here's the thing, I actually like playing Atreus more than I like playing Kratos. I never would have, like, if someone said that to me, it's like, oh, you're gonna play Atreus or Kratos? And I'm like, I don't know if I would like that. I actually would like playing Atreus because it's much faster than like my build is like all from something are always like fast. Should I turn down the game a little bit more? I can turn down the game a little bit more if it's a bit too loud for everybody compared to my voice. I'm still trying to find the good balance. So if you need me to find a better balance. Like I said, my OB, normally I have this all worked out, but my OBS got like all racked up for some reason recently. Nah, I'm the only one to die there.
Brother, get up, brother.
Cool. Okay. Cool. I am playing on a PlayStation 5 Crypto Joe. Tis nice. I was very lucky to be able to find one. I think there was. Anything. Dude, the shields are literally the. Okay, tell me when it's still out to hear me. Okay. Well, here's what I can do. All right, how about that? Is that better compared? Is that a good level compared to everything? Yeah, I did hear that. The Democrats, I saw that Democrats won the Senate. Hell yeah. I mean, I don't love the Democrats, but better than the Republicans? Hell yes. So, yeah, most definitely. Also, really quickly, I'm going to be right back. I'm just going to grab another beer, because I'm going to be honest, I was very excited about the Schnickerdoodle beer, the Schnickerdoodle, but it's not very good. I actually don't really like this one that much. After having a piece of some, like, eh. So I'm going to grab another, because I don't want to have too much beer, so I'm actually going to grab another beer that I have that I know I like. Which sad to waste this one, but I will save it, actually. I'll be right back. Alright. That's better. I'm only allowing myself one beer tonight, unfortunately. And so, because I don't want to get too drunk. So if it's a nasty beer, I don't want to waste my 1 beer on a nasty beer. So I wanted to quick change that out. All right. This one is one that I've had before. It's not my favorite beer in the world, but it's nice. It's a pastry stout, a cake pastry stout. So. And this one, significantly better. Again, not the best beer in the world, but definitely a solid one. Okay, let's get back to killing beasties. Killing the wee beasties. Actually, I should probably use my Blades of Chaos against these guys, because they are cool, because they probably don't like the fight. So that makes more sense. Oh, hello. Oh, that's not good. Jeez. Oh, that's new. Hello.
We've met, lad. How do you know? It's corporeal, but different.
Oh boy.
Looks like the
Oh
bastards
boy.
finally done it.
I'm scare-roused right now. I am going to die. I can already see it in my health.
Aye, you can say that again.
Oh boy. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you, Jordan. I'll read you for just a minute. Ah! No! No! Bad! Bad Valkyrie. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh, that's no good. That's that. No, don't throw me by the face. That's I don't like it. No! Ah, with the arrows. That's not good.
She's not messing about, is she?
No!
Father, are you okay?
Focus on the enemy, not me!
Yes, sir.
Oh boy! I know he did say Daddy. You should have said Daddy. Are you okay?
I think she's free enough, lad.
Yeah, right. I think you're fine. Ah! Stop with the hitting me thing. Ow! Stop with that.
What do we do to you?
Ah, crap! Ah, crap! Whew! Gotta pay attention. We're both very close to death. Let's see if I can make it. Ah, crap! Oh, it's Freya! Oh, shoot, it's Freya. Oh, shoot!
Every agony.
So, just to quick to let everyone know who Freya is. So, Freya is Odin's former wife. They broke up. They broke up because Odin was a terrible person. They had a son named Balder, who at the end of last game, if you know the story of Balder, Loki and Kratos killed. And so Freya is pissed off because Kratos killed her son, and so she wants vengeance for him. But earlier in the game, Atreus went and visited her and managed to like get into her head like, hey, maybe they should be on the same side to stop Odin. So yeah, so Freya is not a fan of Kratos, but they might ultimately have a bigger enemy to do it. And it's like, oh my gosh, yeah, it's Freya.
Imagine.
Oh shit! Bear Loki!
Trash! You do not want this! Control your mind! Control it!
You're just wrestling a bear, my bear son. He was our friend. I love this.
Atreus.
I love this game so much, everybody.
Atreus. Are you harmed?
How, Wellington? God, it's just the actors in this game is so good. Hi.
Maybe. For the moment.
We can be friends again?
You're of more use to me. Alive.
Let's go bowling! Sorry, I'm a weirdo.
Atreus.
Oh, that's awesome. I love a good gym sesh, Rowan.
Oh, really?
You will tell the truth when I return. Now I must set things right.
Brock and Sindri.
We'll take him. Oh, Your Majesty. A pleasure to see you again.
Ragnarök.
Just call him a brown noser.
Do not let him out
Love
of
it.
your sight.
You heard him, sunshine.
Norse version of brown
Come
noser
on,
is my
get a
guess.
move on.
Who doesn't love bowling NCC 1701, Chris?
What is it you want?
Hug. Hug. No kissing. These
I
two don't
refuse
get
to
hugged.
remain bound to this realm. We travel to Vanaheim.
Boom.
Well, guess it's just us then.
Brock's like, hi. I love Atreus, Tiny Gamer Triss. Like, legitimately has been. I've been looking. If anyone knows where I can get a good statue, like a good statue of Atreus from this game, not the kid Atreus is cool. I love adult Atreus. Legitimately, like I want a statue of Atreus so bad for my collection because I adore this kid so much. Also, I just love Loki. Like, every version of Loki is just great. We all stay, like, Tom Hiddleston Loki, Atreus Loki, literally Loki. Like, Loki is very much my vibe. Like, tear down the status quo. I'm a shapeshifter, queer, gender fluid person who likes to be a queer villain. We stan Loki here on this channel so much. So,
Anaheim coming right up.
If you are still bound, how will you travel?
I crafted a protection ward that'll keep me from being pulled out of the realm.
convenient protection ward is convenient.
And what is that?
The source of the magic that binds me to Midgard. We're going to find it and destroy it.
I will help you,
Let's do it.
but it will not change what I have done.
I know. That's why I still might kill you.
We going
Fair
or
enough.
what?
I'll take. I do like. Who said you're a more Fox Elliott? The you're more used to me to friendship pipeline. We'll go bowling eventually. You will be. I believe in you, Rowan. I've been trying to work out better
going
too.
nowhere
Like at the end of every night, I've
without
been watching. Before I go to bed, I watch Taskmaster and do like a workout.
Where would you
regimen before I go to
muckspouts
bed.
even be without?
Hey, Geek Filter. Do you want me to blow your mind? Do you want to know why he sounds like Teal'c from Stargate? Because he is Teal'c from Stargate. It's the same actor. It's the same. He's the same actor as Teal'c from Stargate, and he's great. Christopher Judge. He's freaking fantastic. You did nail that it was Christopher Judge.
And what is it you expect to need Kratos for, Highness? Clearly, you've been quite capable of breaking Odin's curses on your own.
Teal'c is great, indeed, like legitimately. Yes, Loki did give birth to Sleipnir. I'm curious to see what they do with that because they're interesting with how they like line up some of the Norse mythology here. Like Loki had a wolf who died at the beginning of the game named Fenrir, and I'm wondering if that's gonna come back at some point because the wolf died, but Loki cast a spell on Fenrir, so we don't know where that's gonna go. And then we also know Jormungand is here and is apparently not Loki's kid. We don't know that for sure, but like Loki is a child, so Jormungand, the big like sea like giant serpent, is technically not his kid. So I'm also curious where Sleipnir and or Hel is also technically Loki's child as well. So I'm curious how that's going to come back on. Hey, Erna, good to see you, my friend.
Your goddessy way of asking for help?
I don't recall asking you to come along.
It's 'cause you did. I got an old drinking buddy I've been meaning to look up once this joint were back on the map. Got a hunch lending you mokes a hand's gonna end me up where I'm going.
Hey.
What makes you think that?
'Cause last I heard tell, she was running with that beef-with brother of yours.
Freyr.
Oh, we're gonna go see Freyr.
Well, my hunch says otherwise. Scrote, too.
Oh, I didn't know that, Geek Filter. Alright, let's see how we can do that. Hey, did I miss something? Where are we going? Is there still further to go? Where are we going? Oh, there's the door. I was gonna say, when are we getting to the door?
I can feel the pull of the binding curse. Its source is further in.
He felt it in his scrot.
Muggier than a Muspelheim shit pit out here.
And nearly as fragrant.
Oh, Brock. I love Sindri more, but Brock is great too.
But if it helps these two find peace...
This is a temporary alliance, Mimir. Anything beyond that would require trust.
Oh, please. You know damn well Kratos isn't the true cause of your suffering.
You're both as much a part of my suffering as anyone. Come on, let's find a way forward.
Right? I wish he would say indeed. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, no, Christopher Judge is freaking great. I adore him. He needs more, he deserves more credit for, like, being amazing in Stargate. And I wish he was, like, in other things, because he's also really great. In, like, everything I've seen him in.
Through here.
Oh, no.
Hell yeah. That's, Rowan, that's awesome! Mwah! That makes, I felt very much, as soon as I came out as, like, trans, well, not as soon as, but, like, several years after I came out as trans, I felt very happy with my appearance. I mean, look at me now! Like, I feel, like, very happy with how I look and how I feel in my body, and I'm also just generally healthier in my body, too, so hell yeah. So.
Something's wrong. My spell, I can feel it slipping.
I saw that, Aerodok. That Indeed supercut was freaking great, that lady.
You don't understand. I'll be torn from the realm.
I miss Stargate so much. We need a new Stargate show real bad. Like, just do another Stargate show, but bring back David Hewlett as Rodney McKay and Teal'c as, just give me Teal'c, Daniel Jackson, and Rodney McKay. Everyone else I like, but like, I want those three characters really bad.
I discovered it once you...
We are getting a new Stargate, Aerodok, but they've been saying we're gonna be getting a new Stargate for several years from the same... Yeah, I know. They say that. They say that. They said that 10 years ago. I worked at MGM. I was an intern at MGM. When I worked at MGM, they were literally saying back then, when I was working at MGM, oh yeah, they are working on another Stargate with the original showrunner. That was in 2014. It's been 8 years. So, I will believe that we are getting another Stargate when they have said that they are filming the show. When they are literally, like, when they have a production crew that hits rolling on a camera, that is when I believe that we are getting a Stargate show. Until that point, I do not believe it. I want it, desperately. I want it deep in my soul. But I do not believe it.
And it involves very little. This form is extremely limiting.
Hey, how's about a riddle to take your mind off of things?
Oh yeah, give me a riddle.
What runs with no legs?
Easy, a nose. You'll have to try harder than that, Brock.
Also, I feel like I've missed a bunch of, like, chests and stuff, because I've been talking with y'all. That's fine. Who needs chests? Chests are... I've gotten every other chest in this game. Right? Okay, Shepard. Okay, the bromance between Shepard and McKay was real though. Like one of my favorite episodes of Stargate Atlantis is the episode where McKay and Shepard are playing like an RPG together in Atlantis. They find this like computer game and they like build it's basically like civilization. They can build their own societies and make their own flags. And then they go to one of the planets that they go to, and it turns out that planet is actually the one that they were influencing, and it wasn't a game at all. That it was literally like them playing people like in real life because the Atlanteans were like controlling their society. And Rodney made like a whole society with like his face on the flag and everything. It was so great. That was one of my favorite. That was one of my favorite episodes. Yeah, they were husbands. They very much were husbands.
The plants are extra aggressive in this.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I told you.
Don't like the
from
plants.
a safe distance if you'd rather not get poisoned.
I would prefer the not poisoning. Poisoning is not gonna... Damn it! Damn it with the stupid plants and your stupid poison.
I recognize.
Wait, when did Teal'c have hair? That's weird.
Villages would meet and trade.
My game did really say I told you. That's another thing. That's another good thing about this game that I really, really love is it contextualizes every action that you take. So like quite literally earlier on in the game, I was doing a section in Muspelheim, the Elfin realm, and I was with Tyr. And in one section of the game, I literally like went off to do a thing. So I was like, we were on a path, we were trying to like go through the game, and then like I went off to like go and like solve this like side puzzle to like open a chest. And Tyr started asking like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And then Atreus, who was with me at the time, was like, "Oh yeah, my dad just sometimes likes to go off and look for loot." And then like Tyr's like, "Oh, that's great. Can I help?" And like would like open things for you and things like that. And it's like, what? This is so. It's just like I just love that the game like is specifically like it's like everything that you do is not just like here's this video gamey stuff. Like there is that, but like it's contextualized with like characters reacting to you like doing, which is like such a really cool like it's just that attention to detail. It's like you really can appreciate like that the people who work in this game like put so much thought into like every aspect of this game, and it just really shows. And just like the writing and the character stuff, the acting, like legitimately, this is I am on a just a storytelling level. I think other than maybe Naughty Dog with like The Last of Us and Last of Us Part 2, I don't think I've seen like a AAA cinematic style storytelling game done as well as this before. I'm not saying it's the best game story because I've seen like there are other games that I think tell stories in a very video game way that I think are more specific to video games, like Forgotten City or something like that, or, like Papers, Please or something like that like tell stories in a slightly different way. But in terms of like cinematic style storytelling, this game is excellent in that. So, oh, Brock is just loving himself, isn't he? Oh yeah, that's a really that one does get me teared up. Stargate okay, I love Stargate SG-1, but Stargate Atlantis is where it's at. I do love my Teal'c and Daniel Jackson and Samantha Carter. Really, I love all the characters in all the shows. But like Atlantis was like my favorite Stargate show. I also have a soft spot for Universe.
Hidden themselves out in the wilds and covered their tracks with magic. No way of knowing how many are left or how to reach them.
Aesir ran cockshot all over this place.
God.
You can thank Mimir for that.
War with the Vanir was never my idea. My idea was brokering the marriage to end it.
A great success that was. Obviously, the peace was no less a disaster than the marriage.
Ooh.
He invaded again as soon as I was exiled?
Evidently so. Ooh, there we
You're
are.
building quite the collection of poetry, brother.
Why so surprised? White people are known for their culture.
Not surprised. Esteem.
Aww. See, I love it. They don't like judge like they're. Oh God, I'm gonna get blown. That's gonna blow up my face. Oh, they didn't. Surprising. Like I just love the subtle characterization. Like with this again, like it would be very easy to make Kratos like the dumb idiot kind of character, like the headstrong dumb idiot. But he's not. He actually is very smart. He just doesn't verbalize a lot. But he's a very like thoughtful man. And he's not very eloquent, but he's not stupid. And I just really like that with his characterization. And then like everyone sometimes like judging him a little bit, like his son being like, "You're curious about something." He's like, "I am capable of curiosity." And then Mimir like never judging Kratos for like not being the most cultured person, because it's like just because Kratos doesn't have knowledge doesn't mean that he's not smart. And I love that Mimir, who is quite literally this head on his shoulder that like literally like is the smartest man alive, never like looks down on him. It's just this game just so nails the writing of complex, nuanced characters and dynamics between those characters, and it's just you can just see how this game like could have taken the same story and done it so easily, like taken the shortcut for them, but doesn't, and it's so smart. And yeah, I agree with you. Like everyone, when God of War 4 was, sorry, I'm gonna rant about these games because God of War, I'm getting into a new hyper obsession here for a while. But God of War, like I love the original God of War games, God of War 1, 2, and 3, and I'll even fight for the PSP games, Chains of Olympus and Ghost of Sparta. I will fight less so for Ascension, but I still like Ascension at times. It's just more just more God of War. But everyone, like, when God of War 4 came out, they, like, looked back at the God of War games and were just like, oh, yeah, those games are kind of dumb. The story was bad. Kratos' characterization was bad. And, yes, they were very dude bro games in the sense that it was, like, rage, aggression, like, I'm angry at the world sort of thing. That kind of give off that sort of, like, incel, like, vibe that you would think that they have. But if you go back and play those games, there's like a profound sense of sadness and awareness of how systems and people in power, like the God of War games are always based, is what I'm saying. It's like there was awareness of how these people in power disenfranchise individuals within these systems, to the point that like Kratos is literally like, let's eat the rich actually, and murders the Greek pantheon because fuck the rich. It's quite literally like, let them eat cake, but and then like Kratos is like, nah, fuck that, let's kill them all. They are very based. The God of War like people insult the old God of War games. I love them. They are very angry, aggressive, and like not subtle in the slightest. But as they say, subtlety is for cowards at times. And I think those games are like super, super based. So like legitimately, like all the God of War games. And like I was saying earlier in the stream, this game is literally like, let's like get the workers' rebellion up against Odin, CEO Odin. Like, these games are legitimately fucking, like, some of the most political games. Like, I swear to you, if any gamer dude bro comes up to you and says, get your politics out of my gaming, I just want to play, like, God of War or some shit, it's like, do you not know that there's literal Marxism in this game? Wait, do I have the... I'm sorry, I'm ranting here. I'm sorry, everybody, I'm not playing the game, but I just need to rant. Do I have that one that I have that lore here? I don't know if I have that lore. Is it in scrolls? Like, look at this. I don't have the one that I want, which would be the passion one that I saw online. But like, this is from the dwarves right here. Dear Overseer, is with shame and sadness I must report that I'm able to meet your requested quota for this season. This is a dwarf like writing to like one of Odin's overseers. I am simply unable to forge armor of the quality and quantity of requested. The fault for this, of course, is mine alone. I would very much hope that you are aware of this fact. It might incline you to show some degree of leniency. As it stands, my output has measurably reduced since the injuries I sustained. Like, if you're not reading this and understanding that this is about like how people are treated under capitalism, and like, I feel shame because I was sick and I didn't meet the quota and my quality was working, and like, I'm sorry, just let me just like, please, like, this is like an email. It's a dwarven email to your supervisor. This game is quite literally like it's setting the thing up for like Marxism. There's one you know what, I'm gonna show this because it like goes so hard. And I just need to rant about it. And I don't have it, but I found it on Twitter. I found it elsewhere. That is one of the lore pieces that I didn't find in game, but it is in the game. And it goes so freaking hard. And you just all need to see it real quick. If you want to see how hard fucking God of War goes. Sorry, everyone. 1 second. You're not going to see me for a second here. Okay, here we are. So this is my Twitter right here. But like, look at this. This is a piece of lore that I don't have on there, but in the game, but it's here. It's incredible what they take from you. I used to love mining, reaching. Okay, I just gotta read this because this like legitimately, this is like class consciousness shit that is going on in God of War right now. It's incredible what they take from you. I used to love mining, reaching into the hardened earth and pulling out its fruits. Filth under my nails, the stain of the realm's blood smeared in my clothes. I'd take my bounty home and hammer it into something beautiful, something that was mine. Now I do it for you. Now for the Aesir. Now I do it because you'll beat me if I don't. The beatings I can handle. Flesh heals. But you took my passion. Every day I wake up and I dread doing the very thing that once gave me purpose. So that's it for me. I'm going to fill a pack with my greatest works of metallurgy, and I'm going to walk into that God's forsaken bay. Whatever awaits me in Helheim can't be worse than doing this every day. What if that is not like disenfranchisement from your labor? Like that is quite literally like Marxists talk about like how like when people control the means of production and force you to work, you feel disenfranchised from your labor. It's something I talked about in my video, The Nature of Work. How like we all sort of feel like we're just doing bullshit work. Like they take your passion, like alienation of labor. Exactly goes at the Gozerian. Like legitimately that is Marxism. Like that's in freaking a God of War game. It's freaking great. Like, do not ever let anybody in, like, tell you, there's no politics in my games. Like, legitimately, that's what this game is about. And I am so here for this fucking game. And it's, like, great writing and fun characters. Like, I am in awe of how much I knew I was good. Like I liked the first God. I've loved like put hands down. The God of War games have been some of my favorite games of all time, by like a hot mile. I've always enjoyed the God of War games. I played them since I was a little kid. I played the first God of War game over and over and over and over again when I was a little kid on my PlayStation 2. I still have my copy of it. Like I still have my PlayStation 2 copy of God of War. So I like God of War 4, but coming into this one, I was like, this is one of the like most best written games I have ever played, and I'm only like a fourth of the way into it, and I am fucking adoring this game so much because it is so well written, the characters are so drawn, and it is also goes so hard on its politics. It's like the only other game is, as the rat said here, like the only other game I can think of that is like going harder into Marxist politics is like fucking Disco Elysium, which I think is like very more overtly like talking politics. So it's less like directed in its statements, though I think that's more the exploration of a lot of those themes. So it's like very clear. Jar Jar, just to be clear, SNL has always been pro-establishment. Remember when a corporate CEO hosted a Rage Against the Machine got banned for reporting the song protesting against the CEO? Oh yeah, no, fuck SNL. Like there, don't get me wrong, there's some comedians and some skits that I think are classics on SNL, but right now, quite literally, I think airing either now or very shortly, SNL is doing a whole segment with Dave Chappelle. I'm not gonna rant about it because I want to play more of this game, but yeah, no, fuck SNL. It's always been pro-establishment. Like, legitimately always been pro-establishment. It's been anti-Republican, but it's been very centrist, and centrist has leaned right more and more over the years. Yeah, no, SNL sucks. And that's not to say it's always, like, every part of it sucks. There's been great writers, great actors, and great skits in it, but generally in a political outlook, it's not been great. Yeah, screw them, especially tonight because of Dave Chappelle being on there. And also, can I just... Sorry, I'm ranting right now. I'm in a mood. Jesse's in a mood. You can tell I'm in a mood. Can I just say how pissed it... Like, how gross it was that not only does SNL have Dave Chappelle on their show, which is gross enough for all the reasons that we already know, but they announced it on Twitter with trans colors. Like, if you go and look at their announcement for Dave Chappelle, they announced it with, like, this image of, like, Post-it notes, like, November 18th or whatever, November 12th, Dave Chappelle, SNL. And it was, like, the Post-it notes were in pink, blue, and white. Transgender colors. And I'm like, seriously? Like, what a subtle fuck you that was. Whether they did it intentionally or not, there was literally, like... Having Dave Chappelle on is one thing. But, like, to do that just tells me that either they were literally saying a fuck you, or two, there was nobody around, like, Lorne Michaels or anybody on that staff that took a second to think about that. So it's either they were ignorant, which, like, they clearly are if they're having Dave Chappelle on, but, like, they didn't even, like, they were just completely callous to any sort of awareness of anything. or they were intentionally doing a fuck you. Either way, it pisses me right off. So yeah, no, that was just like, yeah, we are you remember, Selkie, there are the stages to drunk Jessie. There's political Jessie, which is evidently where we're at right now. And then there's, what was it, loving Jessie, and then there's horny Jessie. There's horny Jessie, loving Jessie, and political Jessie. We're at political Jessie now. We'll see if we get horny or loving Jessie. We'll probably get loving Jessie at some point. And considering Kratos, the god of, like, the daddy god on screen, we'll probably get to horny Jessie at some point. Have a good night, Rowan. I'm sending you love. Mwah. But yeah, so, alright. Let's keep playing God of Based. No, bam! Get away from me. No. Stop exploding all over me. That's, oh no, I'm not gonna make that joke on a stream. Nope. Gonna think about that before I say words coming out of my mouth.
A market, huh?
I'm not looking at the chat. You didn't
like
hear
they sure
anything.
left behind a lot of goodies.
I'm like expressly kind of embarrassed for the joke I almost made. You didn't hear a damn thing. Okay. Maybe we have reached horny Jessie. I'm sorry. It's been a minute. Alright. We are... Let's just say it has been a while since horny Jessie has been satiated. I'm sorry that is TMI. I will not go any further on that, everybody.
Pretty sure there's loot you're missing. If you want to hunt around.
Ooh, there's more loot. Thank you, Brock. Where's more loot? What's loot? I've was ranting for too long. Where's the loot? Let's see. Kirk speech. Inspiring Kirk speech. Thank you, Lewis. Where's the loot?
Hey, what are you waiting for? Come on!
What, you just told me to go look for loot, you little jerk face? Oh, what's over here? This looks like more loot space.
Brother, do you really think she'll let us off the hook if you help her?
I do not know. I choose to help. After that, we will see.
Fair enough.
Bet this here would have made for a prime shop.
Dwarves and
I like
Vanaheim?
ice beam. Can I put on the ice beam? What's the ice beam do? Ooh. Do I like that or do I like this better? Let's try the ice beam for a little bit. See how well that goes for me.
That would be something to see.
Hey, Donovan, I hope you're doing well. You missed my inspiring speech. Also, yes, can we, I don't want to get too into it because it'll be really sad, but, R.I.P. Kevin Conroy. I agree with you, Jar Jar Ad. Kevin Conroy was the Batman. Like, he was, like, don't get me wrong, I have other Batmans that I like Michael Keaton Batman is great, you know, and just many others. But, like, for me, whenever I read a comic book, and I read a Batman in a comic books, I always hear Kevin Conroy's voice. Not to mention the Arkham games are amazing. And he's amazing in those. So yeah, no, Kevin Conroy, to my mind, will always be Batman. And I'm sure everyone has their own Batman. But for me, Kevin Conroy will always be my Batman and the Batman. So, like, legitimately, I do really love, and I'm saddened to hear that Kevin Conroy has passed away. Don't forget the famous pro-gay marriage of The Simpsons and also the transphobic trope of man pretend. Yeah, that's generally how that is. I mean, there's a lot of, like, pro-gay episodes that feature a lot of transphobia. I mean, I'm, to promote myself, I have a podcast called Sand Job, where I read every Neil Gaiman, we're reading every issue of the Neil Gaiman run of Sandman, which is one of my favorite comic runs of all time. But we were literally talking today about the serial convention issue of that comic in the podcast, and we were talking about how, like, that issue, like, had, like, a lot of queer coding and a lot of, like, gay stuff, and there's, like, a lot of, like, gay LGBTQ characters within that comic. But in that same comic, the only mention of a trans character is a trans character who gets murdered, and they show an image of that trans character naked and, like, literally murdered in the comic. And they have references to a lot of murders in that comic, but the only one that they show is a trans person. And it was really kind of horrific and very dehumanizing. Even though that comic also had like, and there's problematic stuff with its LGBTQ representation as well, and the Sandman. But it was just one of those like, oh, this is sometimes where we're relegated to, especially in this era. And it was just kind of like, it was hard to read that, even though I love the Sandman, I love Neil Gaiman. And Neil Gaiman has been very pro-trans, and like the Sandman show has updated a lot of that. Holy crap! But it's just something that you think about a lot. How like,
hit me on
how that sort of developed through time. All right, let's murder some cute little beasties.
Behind you! Look out!
Yeah, eat my ice beam! Ice beam!
What? You got something to say? Say it all!
Dang it! Brock's like working out some shit. Like, Brock is quite literally like. I have not seen the new Hellraiser yet. I want to go back and watch. I'm going to probably watch it with. I have a friend of mine who wants to see it, and I need to also go back and watch Hellraiser 1 and 2 because I haven't seen them. So I want to watch the first two Hellraisers, and then I'm going to watch the new Hellraiser. So.
Why do you keep bringing him up?
But I do love
No concern of
the
yours.
actress who plays Hellraiser, who plays Pinhead in that movie. Jamie Clayton. She's great in Sense8. I love Jamie Clayton. She's fantastic. Right. They are feathery, so it's just dinosaurs. They are like feathery dinosaurs, which means they're like dinosaurs. Alright. Oh, nope. Don't explode all over my face. God, I keep wanting to make the joke that I shouldn't make because it would get me in trouble on YouTube. Oh, God. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that Jessie's horny, Jessie. I apologize that I'm a dirty person. My mind is very dirty. I'm a dirty human being. It's not like I don't make dirty jokes in my YouTube content, but if you ever meet me in person, I do apologize in advance for the amount of dirty jokes that I make.
Hope you're up for it.
Alright.
Listen, I know how.
Aha! Take that, you stupid plant.
Sindri and I were on the out so long, it was like not having a brother at all.
Aw.
Now I take some of the fall for that on account of me walking out. But it never stopped me blaming him most. Any of this sound familiar so?
Also, by the way, just a quick like lore reminder for those of you who don't know. So, one thing that Brock doesn't. So Brock and Sindri, they're brothers who like had a falling out in the last game and came back together in this by the end of that game, and now they're like living together. One thing that Brock does not know is that Brock actually died, and that Sindri went to hell to get his brother's soul back, but he's only able to get 3 of the 4 parts of Brock's soul back. So Brock does not have all of his soul, nor does he know that he actually died. And the reason that they are ostracized from Dwarven society is because all the other dwarves knew that Brock had died and that Sindri had brought him back. So that's something that Sindri still needs to tell Brock. So that's some of the backstory on those 2 characters.
My point is, that weren't the end all of things after all. Once we got our heads right, it was like no time had passed. He went straight back to being as big a pain in my ass as he ever was. That's family. You gotta keep them close, or they make you good and crazy.
Why do you think I need to hear any of this
Because
right
he's
now?
trying to make me
My
friends with
focus is
Kratos
on
again.
Regaining my freedom, and I have no intention of being distracted.
Look, all I'm saying is, if you happen to find yourself talking
Oh, she's talking about her brother.
maybe
Which is
the
also
worst
going to
word
mirror her
says is
befriending
twink
Kratos
don't have to
again.
be.
Enough! When the day comes to face Freya again, it will be when I am standing on my feet and free. Do you understand me? It will not be while I'm stuck in this preposterous situation.
Got a case of pride, I get it. Hope yours clears up quicker than mine did.
A touching story, that was.
Bite me.
You wish.
I also love these little creatures. Look at that little dude. Look at that. Oh, look at that little dude. Look at those little dudes. What are the little guys? They're cute little guys. Cute little guys. Okay, let's see. Where... Okay, there's one. Intriguing. Huh. Interesting. Okay, I see. I got it. Okay, so that one does that one. Where's the rest of these? Aha. Do I have the ability to deal with that right now? I don't know if I do. Okay. Oh, I do. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Okay. Now I just need the R. Where is the last one? Where's the last one of these? I'm assuming it's not this far away. Yeah, that's a battle. That's fine. Where's the last one? Does anyone, if anyone sees where, yeah, gotta work puzzles. If anyone sees where the last one is, oh, there you, ha 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 ha. There you are. Oh, that's decently far away. Can I actually hit that from here? No. Which means... Can I hit it from the last, or do I have to... Do I have to go somewhere for that? And then the symbol is the R. So I just need to get the R here. There it is, and now I can open up my chest. Look at me solving puzzles. I'm a smart girl. I know smarty smart stuff. Oh, I missed a super chat. I'm so sorry. Oh, sorry. Horny Jessie, Gilman Ackman, apologies I missed your super chat. Mwah, apologies for that. Thank you so much for your super chat. He said, Horny Jessie would be amazing pen name for a poet. I mean, you could just say that about a lot of poets, right? Like, Horny Shakespeare is essentially all of his sonnets. Like, really, if you just called all of Shakespeare's sonnets like his horny sonnets, you'd be more or less accurate.
Can one man do this much damage?
Depends on the weapon and the man.
Yeah, it depends on if they can use capitalism or not, or, you know, something akin to it, I guess. Alright. Alright, so let's just apply the house.
What'd you find? Sounds shiny.
I do like shiny things.
This river. It used to be filled with boats of people visiting from different villages. I've never seen it so empty.
What is this?
Not now, brother. We've got company.
Ooh, very pretty. Sorry, I was distracted by the pretty thing. Ooh, it's a wolfie. Hi, wolf friend.
One of them hairy-ass bastards! You're gonna pick a fight with us two sticks head? Seriously?
I love Brock being like, yeah, fuck, you're gonna pick a fight with us? We're gonna murder your butt. Eat my laser. Wait, can I do that? Eat my laser beam! Laser beam! Laser beam is less fun than I thought it was going to be. God, Brock, my dude. You can't just say that. Oh boy, hi. Whoa, hello. Calm your face. Calm down. Okay. That seems excessive, my friend. Stop rolling away from me, werewolf. Oh my god. Stop that. Stop it. Someone likes to play the evade game. Alright, you want to play that way? Stop with that! Ooh, no, ooh. Oh, that was particularly aggressive. Whew, that was a lot. That was a lot. All right. Let's see. No, I don't know if I can get to that yet. All right. Yeah, Wolfburger. Hey, Kate, good to see you. Yeah, you did a lot to Helios. That, like, yeah, that the time where he popped out the dude's eye in God of War 3, that was a bit much. Oh, Miranda, hello, welcome to the stream. Oh, it's good to see you, my friend.
I wouldn't know.
I used to read One Piece, and I saw some of the anime. Like, I read One Piece in high school. But I have not read One Piece in a while. But yeah, I read One Piece back in high school, so like over 10 years ago.
Don't go telling no one about that. Come on up. Bet you're glad.
Oh, so okay, this is a fun. That's a fun Klingon episode and a good Jessie episode. Good Jessie Warp episode. Oh no, Brock, no!
We should probably go get him.
Oh, now I gotta go save Brock. All right. All right.
Quiet.
Oh, I'm sorry, Geek Filter. Also, I should order some dessert too. Now I'm feeling like having dessert. There's this place that does dessert near me that does really good peanut butter cake. It's really like it's like a peanut butter like chocolate melting cake, but it's really good.
To do his dirty work.
Oh boy, who's this? Who's this,
Thor
bro?
too busy.
We do not serve Odin.
Is this Freya's brother?
Picked a dangerous place for sightseeing then.
Oh, you are.
All right.
You are a fancy, sexy man. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, this does not look good.
No, no.
This is a little
no
roguish.
Need for threats, brother.
Yeah, it's got a roguish show. Oh, okay. That dwarf girl, I can already tell she's gonna be a favorite character. That dwarf girl in the background there, I already love her.
You know, I'd cut off your head, but it seems somebody beat me to it.
Oh.
Aye. Oh, quite observant, brother.
Oh, no, you're no brother of mine. He sold my sister to that prick.
Yep, this
Broke
is
it a
Freya's
piece.
brother.
Oh.
Yep, there he is.
Get you now. Where is it? And where is my sister? Some dungeon in Asgard? Is she even alive?
She's right here.
Answer me. I guess we'll settle for blood.
Stop!
I was gonna say, Freya's right here. Can someone please tell her that?
What is that? Why do you speak in her voice?
It's me, Ingvi. There's no time to explain, just listen. These men are in my service. I'm here to reclaim what's been taken
You
from
should,
me.
Miranda. This game is amazing. I was ranting about it earlier.
It's too late. You can't undo what's been done.
I can. I will. Now let
One of the
them
most base
pass.
games you'll ever play, Miranda. You should. They're all freaking great.
So, you serve my sister.
I'm helping her.
Oh. Don't we all?
Oh, I like this guy now.
Yeah.
Aw, Brock. Oh, why are you gonna treat Brock like that?
What's with leaving me hanging like that? You
Wait,
trusty
where's the dwarf lady?
Oh, can it, Blubber? Come here.
Oh, they're friends.
Well, found who I was looking for. Think I'm gonna stay and catch up.
Oh, are ya now?
They're friends.
Brother, if you wouldn't mind, I'd have a word with Lord Frey.
No! We're hanging out with the dwarves. All right.
What do you think you're doing? Just setting up shop at my fort? Just 'cause I hugged you don't mean I ain't still sore at you squabbling sandpipers.
We fixed it so you can come and go between the realms whenever you please. You're very welcome.
Go. This here's my family, and I mean much to you, but means plenty to me.
It does too mean something to me. Otherwise, I wouldn't have made up with my clunkerhead brother.
5 million moonbeams.
Sorry,
I
I'm
didn't
just
realize
enjoying
the Hunt
this.
brothers were back in business.
We're even cohabitating like a proper family.
Cohabitating like a proper family.
Okay, well, then you can help me at the forge while you spill everything. Now,
I love
Brock,
this.
You gonna
I
introduce me
love
to
this
tall
so
glass
much.
of
She
milk
does.
you got for
She
a
does
hot
kind of
dog?
sound like Sandy
Of
from
course
SpongeBob.
I'm gonna.
Now I'm
That's
curious if that is the
Kratos.
same actor.
Oh, you
What's
can
that?
call him whatever.
Sandy
pops
from
into your head.
SpongeBob.
Kratos, Lunda. We go back.
Carolyn
Well.
Lawrence.
I guess that's better than nothing.
Carolyn Lawrence. Let's see what is she in this game, or is she? Let's see. No, but she plays Sandy Cheeks in a lot of things. Sadly, she's not in this game. It's not. This isn't the actress who plays Sandy Cheeks. She does sound like her though, but sadly, no. All right, that would have been cool. That would have been really cool.
What? You just came
I wanna.
to stare?
It just makes me go. I wanna go. How? Wow! 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 I wanna go. How?
Sure, I'm open.
All right, let's see. Is there anything else I can craft here? Yes, I can craft that.
I'll put some hurt on them. Ready when you are. You won't get so much as a paper cut in that.
Cool.
Sorry we got off on the wrong foot there, stranger. I'm pretty used to only seeing Aesir in these parts. Don't typically get friendly faces. That is a friendly face, right?
His name is Kratos, and no.
I was saying, I don't know if Kratos does friendly face.
Yeah, we've been occupied since... I lost count.
What is your plan?
Still kind of working on it.
Brother, I think I could be of use
Hey,
here.
we're hanging out with the revolutionaries, plotting a revolution against the quite literal colonizer dude who committed genocides in the past. I wonder what the politics of this game are. Anyway.
If my counsel is welcome,
Well, I'll take what I can get.
your mission will go considerably smoother without me in the mix. Come back for me when you're done.
Oh, we're not gonna have Mimir now.
Hey, Kratos. As long as you're working for my sister, careful you don't screw up. She's not too big on forgiveness.
Yeah, we caught
Bit
that.
late for that one, I'm afraid. All right, let's see what we've got here. Tell me about your army.
All right, really quickly, I'm going to order my dessert, because then once the dessert comes, I'll call off the stream, because but the dessert won't come for another 30 minutes or so. So I'm gonna order my dessert really quickly, because then I'm gonna relax after that. So I'm ordering. There's a place near where I live that does really, really freaking great, like I said, cakes. That is absolutely freaking delicious. So let me just quick order that. How do I get my orders? Orders? Here we are. Is that not open tonight? I might have to order something else then. Damn, not open now. But I can order something else. Let's see where that is. That makes me sad that I can't do the peanut butter cake, but I can do this. I have just ordered my dessert. I know, Choco Tacos. Sadly, I never got a Choco Taco. I feel bad because it was a running joke, but I actually did intend to get a Choco Taco. They just didn't sell it near where I lived. I would have bought Choco Tacos, but then, of course, Choco Tacos go out of business, and so I will never know what a Choco Taco tastes like. For those of you who don't know, there was a running joke on this stream that I was going to try a Choco Taco because I never had one, and I intended to, but I never could find one. I tried ordering some, but then I ordered on Amazon, and the order got canceled because they just wouldn't send it. So it's like I just never got to experience the joy that a Choco Taco, what a Choco Taco was, and I blame the company fully for that. Like, I wanted to buy their Choco Tacos. I desired their Choco Tacos. But they couldn't get it to me. And maybe, I'm just saying maybe, that is why they went out of business. Also, yeah, the whole thing with the Bayonetta voice actress, yeah, that was a whole thing. Logan Manch Gaming. Yeah, the Bayonetta voice actress, we can kind of say fuck her. Which sucks because she did a lot of really shitty, things. So, I won't get into this whole rant, but in case you don't know, the original Bayonetta voice actress, we didn't need to play the Bayonetta games. I actually do really want to play them. I heard the third one's ending was very unfortunate. But they sound like right up my alley. But apparently the Bayonetta voice actress lied and said, like, oh, the company only offered it because she was Bayonetta voice actress for Bayonetta 1 and 2, but not in 3. And then apparently she went on Twitter and said, like, hey, as a voice actress, I only got offered $4,000 to do this role, and I didn't think that was right, so I asked that you boycott the game for them not paying me enough. Which, like, fair. Like, number one, $4,000 would be a ridiculous amount to pay anyone, but even regardless, like, voice actors in a lot of arenas, but especially in video games, do not get paid enough. So we support, like, straight up, just to be clear, we totally support voice actors here. Like, voice actors do not get paid nearly enough for the amount of work that they have to put in and the amount of stress that they have to put on their own voice. And don't get any residuals for their work. And they should get residuals for their work. It is absolutely ridiculous that voice actors do not get paid enough. But what apparently she did was, apparently that $4,000 number was a lie. She only got offered, I think, she got offered like $16,000, which still isn't a lot. But it's like weird that she would lie about that sort of thing. It still points to, like, voice actors need to be paid better for their roles. But, like, it's weird that she would lie about that. And then apparently a lot of the fundraiser, like, the things that she said to donate your money to instead of buying Bayonetta were, like, pro-abortion groups and also anti-trans stuff. Like, I don't know if she said to necessarily, like, support anti-trans groups, but she had said, like, very turfy things in the past. And I think some of the groups that she said supported would very clearly align with very turfy stuff, even though they weren't expressly, like, anti-trans. She might have, but I don't remember specifically. But she definitely said it. So yeah, kind of, fuck her. Or sorry, did I say pro-abortion? I meant anti-abortion, excuse me. She wanted to fund anti-abortion groups. Sorry, I had a beer, so apologies if I screw up my words a little bit. But yeah, she was funding anti-abortion groups and turfy stuff. So we have pro-abortion here, but she was, like, trying to fund anti-abortion. So make sure I don't get confused there. So yeah, screw her. In a lot of sense, like don't get me wrong, like, Mark, $16,000 is definitely a lot for a lot of us. It's definitely a lot for me, but in terms of, like, a job that you're doing, and, like, when you're an actor, it's kind of, like, hard to come by jobs, and, like, when a game like Bayonetta is going to make, like, probably millions, $16,000 is nothing for, like, the fact that she'd been working on the game for 3 years, or for 3 games. The game is going to make a lot more than that. And then as an actor, you don't get to, like, you don't get any residuals on stuff. And also the fact that, like, when you're an actor, like, jobs are very sporadic. So yeah, $16,000 is a lot for a single job that would make a lot of money, but then you don't know if you're going to get a job for another 2-3 months. So yeah, so it was like, it was very shitty of her, because it cast aspersions upon the very real problem of voice actors being underpaid, and then also being, like, a TERF and anti-abortion person is also very shitty. So yeah, screw the original Bayonetta voice actor, but also pay voice actors better. So yes, I saw that we won the Senate, which is great. Hell yes. I should say Democrats won the Senate. We didn't win the Senate, but Democrats did, which is better than Republicans, which is worth celebrating. I don't necessarily want to say we won the Senate because it's all we helped get. we helped get Democrats voted into power, and Democrats are better than Republicans. So it is a victory of us, the people, for getting Democrats into that position. But we are also helping the Democrat establishment. So voting is good. Democrats winning the Senate is very good, but also Democrats also suck, just not as bad as Republicans. So exactly, that is the best way to put it, Miranda. Our preferred evil one. I believe it was it Nevada? No, Nevada. Who did flip? I think it was it was Nevada that flipped, right? Am I crazy? I haven't been paying attention because I've been having too much anxiety about it, to be very frank. I'm just like, tell me when everything's said and done. Yeah, it was Nevada, which is good. I like one of those, when it comes to elections, unless it's like the presidential election, it's like, I'm going to vote, and unless I'm making content about it, I'm not going to check it as much as I can, because otherwise I'll just be sitting here in existential dread for a few days. I've like heard the big headlines, like not a big red wave. We still might win the House. We definitely have the Senate, which is great. Makes me very happy. But sitting here in existential dread is not going to help me. So, or my anxiety levels. So I just try to pay attention as best I can. So.
What, you five?
Getting Ant-Tant too.
Against Odin's army? Well...
Oh, my existential dread is not, like, Sanjay, my existential dread is never ending. I just don't need to add to it. I am always living in some form of existential dread or another. But...
You know their number.
'Cause I am the Senate! Look, I've been in a Star Wars... Like I said, I'm making a Star Wars video right now. These are all Star Wars books that these three right here, Star Wars books that I'm researching stuff on. For a Star Wars video that I'm planning to do early next year on politics in Star Wars and politics in Star Wars Andor specifically. So, believe me, I will be making some "I am the Senate" jokes at some point in the video. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. All right, just checking my. Okay, cool. My order went through. All right.
Numbers, movements, outposts. We have good
Oh,
intel.
I thought they were two ladies. That's not. I don't think that's a lady. I mean, I don't know their gender identity,
I see.
but I thought that was a lady for a second, from a femme presenting person, which it does not appear
Hello,
to be.
servant of Freya.
Do not speak to him. Shouldn't you be moving along now, stranger?
Wow, is that
Perhaps he can help. There's no reason to be unfriendly.
I can think of at least a dozen. Bad enough he's leaving behind that head.
Wow.
Leave us. Tend to your bird.
You're gonna have a side mission for me later, aren't you? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. They're gonna have a side mission for me at some point. All right. Getting freaked out by their faces. They did have creepy faces. Let's see.
Now that the distractions are out of the way.
I have words if you would hear them.
Speak.
Talk. They're gonna work
This
out their
anger
issues.
you feel for your brother, I know it well.
You have a brother?
His name was Deimos. When we were boys, he was taken by two gods obsessed with prophecy. The gods of my homeland seldom left survivors, so by the time I learned he had lived, it was too late for amends. His anger poisoned him against me. But I never stopped loving my brother.
You think my anger is irrational? You've known Freyr for mere moments, and already you're taking his side?
I am not taking his...
No. You're just sharing your thoughts on a subject you know nothing about.
I think he's like trying to relate, my dude. He's just trying to relate to you, dang it. Oh, maybe one day I'll run for politics, but it is not this day. Way too. I mean, yeah. So one thing about politics, like if I was gonna do politics, it would definitely be at like a local level, because like once you do politics at a big enough level, you have to like sell your soul a little bit. At least in the United States.
An ancient.
Hi. Are we gonna be friends, or are you gonna attack me? Can we be friends? Nope. We're definitely not gonna be friends. I thought maybe for a second there.
Hit
No kidding.
Grab what it dropped and throw it.
I'm trying my best, dang it. Oh boy. Yeah, that's gonna murder me. I forgot. These are the one bad guys in the original God of War that I hated to death. Hated to death. Like, quite literally to death, as is clearly quite evident. Alright. We are not gonna be... I'm trying, dang it, Freya. He's not exactly making it easy. Punch it right in its stomach! Right in its stupid stomach! Alright. Ooh, I can rant about some indie titles for you in a minute. If you want me to hear some indie titles that I really enjoyed, let me tell you in just a second. Oh god! Oh god, lots happening. Lots happening. Lots happening. Hello. Hi, friends. I will tell you some indie titles that I like and interested in here. Oh boy. Hello. Okay. Let's all calm down here. We're okay. Yeah, it sucks to be you. Okay, that was good. That was good.
I've had such difficulty
Indie titles. If you want to, okay. So just this year, Neon White and Rollerdrome are two indie titles that I really, really like. Neon White is like if you like Mirror's Edge or Ghost Runner, you will like Neon White. It's like fast running, like speed running kind of game. Highly recommend it. Rollerdrome is a really, really fun game. It basically, imagine if there was a love child between Tony Hawk Pro Skater and Tony Hawk Pro Skater and Doom. Where it's like you're playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater, but you have guns, and you have to kill enemies around the field, around the Tony Hawk type of stage as fast as you can, and you reload your weapons by doing tricks and gaining points. So those are two games from this year that are really good. From last year, Before Your Eyes was a really, really wonderful indie game where like you used your webcam and whenever you blinked, it would move the story forward, which was very fun. Inscription was awesome. If you like Magic the Gathering and like creepy horror games, go play Inscription. It's a card game that is really, really cool. It gets a little, I don't like it once it gets to its second and third parts of the game, but the first part of that game is amazing. And then what else is there? Forgotten City, one of my favorite games of all time. Like legitimately, Forgotten City was a mod for, I don't want to say too much about it, but it legitimately was one of my favorite games of all time that came out last year. It is a mod for Skyrim that got made into its own game. It is a time loop story that is really, really good, has some of the most interesting political discussions that are out there in gaming. I highly recommend Forgotten City. So if those are some games that immediately come to mind when I think of like indie games of recent years. Maybe I can go back and be like, one of my favorite indie games of all time is The Unfinished Swan, which debatable on whether it's indie necessarily, but I consider it to be. And like Unfinished Swan, one of my favorite games of all time. Cannot recommend it enough. They're the same people who did What Remains of Edith Finch, which is also a really great game. Yeah, those are some ones that like right off the top of my head jump to mind. Ooh, another short one that's really, really good that I would also recommend. That's actually cheap. I think it's like $1 game. It's called Blood Wash, where it's a game made in the PlayStation 2 style. It's made today. It was made in the last few years, but it's done in like a PlayStation 2 style, where you're just a woman who has to go to a laundromat late at night because she has a job interview in the morning, and then there's like a creepy dude who's like might be a serial killer around the laundromat, and it's super creepy, super fun, and like the low graphics of it are really cool, and like the way it's played is a lot of fun, and it's only like I think it's less than $5 if that. So I would highly recommend. I would recommend Blood Wash if you're looking for a good indie game. So sorry, I don't get to rant about that sort of stuff for a while. So that's just some quick games. Ooh, is my food? My food is getting picked up. All right, let's keep playing. Okay. Ah, that's where I go.
I
Blood
know
wash.
what you're doing. Trying to play on my sympathies in the hope I let you live.
Not really.
I'm only trying to help.
He's trying to be a
The
good
mistakes of
friend.
the past need not be repeated.
I don't need to hear about your mistakes. I've made enough of my own, thanks.
Freya, why you gotta be so mean? Just because she killed your son. Come on. Now watch me murder these animals. Eat my ice beam! Awesome. Zephyr Cochran is so sweet. I mean, well, Zephyr Cochran. Yeah, Zephyr Cochran. He did some things. I don't know if it's sweet is the word I would use for Zephyr Cochran, but I do like Zephyr Cochran as a character. Sweet is not the one that I would say. Donovan, have a good night. Mwah. Sending you love, my friend. Okay. Let's see, is there anything else? No, okay. Throw a tree! I love throwing trees. Who doesn't love throwing trees?
Everyone is so eager to advise me, as if any of you know me or what I need. The biggest loss in my life is due to you saving me when I specifically told you not to. Well, it was my family, my mess. I know Baldur wasn't perfect, but he was mine.
He was about to murder you.
You know? You think you can even begin to understand the pain of losing
He has lost
child?
a child. He's
Yes.
lost 2 children.
I do.
There was another.
2.
Before Atreus?
Her name was Calliope.
Oh, it was just 1. Okay, yeah, that's right. In the first God of War game. I thought he
What
had 2
happened?
kids. I guess it was just 1.
It was long ago.
Never mind. I shouldn't have asked.
I was wondering if that was ever going to come up, because, like, Kratos is, like... Kratos was a dad even in the original God of War games, because, like, he had, because the whole, like, story of the original God of War is that, Ares tricked Kratos into killing his wife and child. Like, that was the whole reason that Kratos was pissed off in those games, was because, Ares tricked him into killing his wife and child, and he felt a lot of guilt, over that fact. As well, he kind of should, to a degree. If he had stopped to, like, check about the genocide that he was perpetrating, maybe he wouldn't have carried it out, you know?
So they
And killed his own family. Like, yeah, maybe don't do genocide willy-nilly, Kratos. Unless they're, in which case that's okay. We are fine with you having. We are fine with you having murdered the Greek people because they were all aristocratic. Oh, Mark, good to see you. You should jump when I finish the stream, Mark. You should jump earlier in the stream because I feel like I said if you like Viking stuff, I ranted about this game. I'm not gonna go re-say it, but I ranted about this game for a very long time. So if you want to hear me rant about stuff, Mark, you'd probably appreciate it. See what I was talking about. Also, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Oh yeah, tripped you up. Whoa, stop jumping in. Oh boy. I like those shields. Those shields are pretty. Oh! Hello! Hi, friend!
These are formidable creatures, very territorial too. Good luck.
I love the phrase. It's like, good luck facing that dude. It'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be cool. I just love how she like does not give any fuck about Kratos' well-being. You know, I'm technically here helping her. Stop with that. Alright, you wanna play this game? No! Why are all the cute animals so mean? Eat my ice beam. Stop with that! No! Bad doggy! Stop with that! Yeah, he just wants to flambe me. What are you gonna do? Like, exactly, right? It's like he just wants to be a friend. Ooh, God. I twisted that thing's neck. I don't think the neck's supposed to be like that. Ugh. Alright. Okay. Collect all things, pick up all the stuff. Cause every game in... Every player character in games is a
We
hoarder.
need to get to that watchtower. We'll have to go through the valley, this way.
It's
I
like
know your son's
every game
should know
main
our
character in a
daughters.
video game is like some form of
In the
hoarder in
service of a
some
cruel
form or
god,
another.
I was
It's like
tricked
I
into
need to collect
destroying the
everything,
village,
pick up all the
not
things.
knowing my own
Every
wife
shiny
and child
object
were there
needs to be
until
picked
their
up.
blood stained my hands. I swore revenge.
That's... I can't imagine.
I paid back their blood 1,000 times and burned Olympus to the ground.
You did do that? Yeah, that was 3 kills.
The guilt remained. Perhaps you will kill me, Freya. But it will bring you no peace.
Perhaps it is not peace I seek. All those times I found you, why'd you refuse to fight me?
Every outcome would mean defeat.
What does that mean?
I have never wished you harm, Freya. You helped us. You saved Atreus when he was sick. I did not wish to live with killing you, any more than I wished to die.
I see.
See, Kratos is not a verbose man or a very well-read man, but he is a very smart man, and we respect that. Like, I just, you know, Kratos is great. Very, 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 very base man. Very anti-easter rich man.
So close to the village.
You know, after he did it,
Their allies invulnerable.
just
They
a
will
little.
not let you pass unless you
He did. It was a mistake. He feels bad about it. He was, I guess, it was technically worse. Not necessarily gonna forgive him crimes here. But he did his work to push that to make up for Oh, I do have to like, is there a nest they're coming from? Oh, yeah, that's where they're coming from. I'm like, there's definitely more of these guys coming from here. Boom, right in the face! Right in the face. He does collect poetry. That is true. He does collect poetry. Alright, let's see.
I used to play hide and seek with Freya in the crops.
Aww.
We'd spend afternoons stealing honey bread from the Grand Hall. At harvest time, we'd dance and feast until the sun rose. It was all so simple. Why did I have to come back here? And be reminded of all this?
Sorry, Freya. Also, I think my food might be here. Not yet. Close to. Okay. It's 4 minutes away. So I might need to run and get my food in just a minute. Alright. Let's see. Hello. Whee! Hey everyone, if you haven't done so, please check out. Oh, thank you very much, Knit Crochet Tiger. Thank you. Yeah, I just reviewed Black Panther 2. Really liked it. You know, not perfect, and I have a lot of concerns. I won't spoil the movie, but I have a lot of concerns for where they're going with the story in Black Panther 3 or other Marvel projects that continue the story. But I really, in and of itself, I really like Black Panther 2. Namor is great. Also, Winston Duke. Like, all the actors in it are really great. Like, Angela Bassett is wonderful, but the surprise MVP, Winston Duke, surprise MVP of that movie. He doesn't get a lot, but his few scenes that he has are excellent every single time. But at that, and thank you, Knit and Crochet Tiger, for pitching my secondary channel. I appreciate you. You are lovely. Can everyone send some love to the mods?
You can get through
for all of their help. By the way, I appreciate all of you mods. Also, I need to make new mods. I'm just checking to see if there's anybody that I recognize that are here a while. I might go through and make some new mods from people in a little while. Because I just need adding new mod people. So if you show up a bunch and I recognize you, I might make you a
The other
mod.
half is missing. May she protect us always. An old adage, if you will.
Tiny Gamer Chris, sending you love. It's not a surprise. It's like a surprise, but not a surprise that Winston Duke was a scene stealer. He was a scene stealer in the original one too. Alright, let's see. Lewis, you are now a mod, because you were here a bunch. So definitely. So Freya is an interesting character in Norse mythology. I don't know everything about her, but so Freya was a Vanir in Norse mythology, and there was another god named Frigg who was an Aesir who apparently looked just like Freya and was Odin's wife. Now, in some readings of Norse myth, Freya and Frigg are the same person, and eventually just married Odin. But in some, they're two separate people. This game takes the notion that Freya and Frigg were the same person. That Frigg was just, I forget exactly what it is, but I think Frigg was just a nickname that she got by the Aesir in this game. But technically in Norse mythology, they are sometimes two separate gods, sometimes the same god, depending on how you read it. And also who does the interpreting.
I hear them inside.
Christian mythology does some, Christians came in and did some fucked up shit to, reading, and Romans. Really just a lot of people, a lot of imperialists and colonialists just coming in and doing their thing and erasing culture and relating culture to their own culture and, erasing stuff. A lot of Catholics, made Norse mythology a prequel to Greek mythology, so that Ragnarok ends in Norse mythology. Ragnarok technically ends in a big battle with all the gods. I won't go into spoilers because it might spoil this game what the story of Ragnarok is. But technically at the end of the Ragnarok, there's two ways that it goes. Everything is either destroyed at the end of Norse myth at the end of Ragnarok, or there is the world tree survives. and a man and a woman survive as well, which then Catholics came in and then said, oh, this is we'll just make this a prequel to like the Old Testament and say like, hey, Ragnarok already happened and all that stuff was years ago, and then our God, the Christian God, came in and made all this stuff, so you should worship our God because he's technically part of your mythology too, and actually ours is like the newer mythology, because you know, Christians putting them, yeah, Christians writing self-insert Norse mythology fan fiction. Exactly. Is exactly what that was. Alright, let's murder some people. Boom! Right in the face! Because Kratos doesn't do stealth. My food here yet? It said it was supposed to be here in 4 minutes, but it's been 4 minutes. Okay, he's literally right around the corner. I'm gonna pause before I get too far in this fight because my food's gonna be here in a second. So I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna chat with all of you. Don't worry, I'm not gonna end the stream just yet, but I'm gonna have to run away in a second to go get my food, and then I'll come back and talk for a while. Right? Don't we all love how strong Kratos is? We all adore Kratos. Yeah, mythology is just folklore at age. I ordered ice cream. There's a Dairy Queen near where I lived, so I just ordered some Dairy Queen stuff. Not Taco Bell, some Dairy Queen. Or actually, I actually might have ordered McDonald's. Now that I think about it. Wait, what did I order? Because sometimes I order Dairy Queen, sometimes I order McDonald's because it's cheaper and faster. The Dairy Queen's a little bit further away. Did I order? I ordered McDonald's. Never mind. I lied to all of you. I ordered McDonald's ice cream. Sometimes there's a Dairy Queen nearby too that I sometimes order from because but it's a bit more expensive and a little bit further away, so sometimes I just order McDonald's. Insomnia cookies is great. I do love Insomnia cookies. Those are always fun. Kratos is awesome. We love Kratos here. Let's see. Let's check out the chat here. And actually, is he here yet? No, not yet. Cade, Romulan Tal Shiar. Yeah, I know, Mickey D's ice cream machine was actually working. What a shocker of shocks. I always got upset because I used to live in Los Angeles, and I used to get off of work at midnight. When I worked in Los Angeles, I used to work at it was like I used to do metadata for iTunes at a random company. And I would get off at midnight, and there was a McDonald's that was open near my home, and I think my food's here. But I would always stop there at midnight, and it would be like 10-minute wait to get food because there was still a line around the corner for McDonald's at midnight. And their ice cream machine was always down, and it always pissed me off. I'll be right back. I'm going to be back in just 2 minutes after I grab my food real quick. So stick around, everyone. Huzzah! I come back bearing Mickey D's. And double D's. Actually, no, I'm just kidding. I don't actually have double D's. Sadly, that is not what I paid for with my breast size. Let's see. I'm sorry, I'm very drunk. So you're at horny, Jessie. I'm gonna make boob jokes. Sorry. Not really, but I am sorry. But also not sorry. What are we talking about? What did I miss? Invisible Woman cosplay. Oh, I love Interview with the Vampire. It was great. I have not read... I watched the movie years ago. I am listening to the audiobook right now, though I am past the part that the TV show adapted. And what I really love about the show is, number one, is it makes the very... I mean, if you read the book, it is very clearly, like, queer-coded. And, like, it is not subtle at all. But the show makes that very obvious, but also, like, makes the relationship very messy. And also makes the like, spousal abuse, the partner abuse, and the, like, mental abuse of the book very explicit. And I know that's caused a lot of, like, fervor in the fan base about that, being like, no, they weren't actually abusive. It's like, if I read the book, it's like, the book is like, he is very controlling and very, like, he manipulates Louis's, like, access to information, which is a controlling tactic. Like, there's a lot of, like, power imbalance and abuse of power within that relationship. And the show makes it a lot more textual, and also I think, like, delves into it in a really appropriate and thoughtful way. And also just gay vampires. We stand gay/bisexual vampires. Like, it's great, and the acting is great. Claudia's wonderful in it. I also love what they do with, like, updating the novel, where, like, technically this is the second interview. Like, this is in the premiere episode. Like, the interview with the vampire that you read in the novel did happen. And then this is actually years later, and the original interviewer is now an old man and has been called back to, like, do the interview again because Louis had lied the first time. But then you don't know if he's lying this time or the first time. So it's like an unreliable narrator situation, and it's very, very good. So I am very down for, if you have not seen Interview with the Vampire, it was one of my favorite shows this year. It's very, very good. I would highly recommend it if you're looking for a good show generally, but also, like, a good queer show as well. But generally, it's just a good show regardless of, like, queerness. But the queerness element of it is also awesome and well handled. And also the race aspect too, though that's not something that I'm the best to, like, analyze. But from what I could see, the way they handled race was very well handled, I thought. So I might pink Cloud. I might at some point. There is an Interview with the Vampire show, Morgan. It's fantastic. It just ended. Like, the first season just ended. It was renewed for a season 2. Ratings aren't very good on it, so my guess will be if the ratings don't pick up after season 2, we won't get a season 3, so watch it if you haven't. But I would highly recommend it. It was very, very good. I did very much enjoy it. Cade MacArthur, if you were to suddenly be made the writer of Harry Potter novels, what would you make canon? I mean, trans people would be the easy. I said that on Twitter. Trans people would be the easy answer to that. I mean, I would do a lot of things. Like, there's a lot you could do with the Harry Potter novels, like, that improve upon J.K. Rowling. Like, it wouldn't be even that hard. But I would, like, here's the thing, is, like, people wouldn't, I don't know how much people would want my, like, pitches for things. Like, I have good pitches. I feel like I have good pitches for different franchises, but, like, I would do a whole franchise of like, focusing on the Hobbit or the Harry Potter franchise, that, like, focusing on the house elves and, like, a house elf liberation. I would be so here for that as, like, a show to, like, explore. Also, I have my pitch for a Star Wars trilogy. If I ever get to make a Star Wars trilogy, I would love it to make it, but, like, no one, well, maybe someone would want it at some point, but I would be, my pitch for a Star Wars trilogy, if I was going to pitch I've gotten on U.S. Harry Potter, but now I'm going to go on Star Wars because that's my hyperfixation's on right now. If I was going to make a Star Wars movie trilogy, my pitch for it would be, quite literally, it would be droids all over the galaxy start, like, killing people, like, rebelling and killing people. And you have this character who, like, apparently is, like, this leader of this droid rebellion, who in the first movie is framed kind of like an emperor figure. Like, all the humans are like, oh shit, we need to, and all the alien races like, oh shit, the droids are rebelling against us, we need to fight this emperor figure. And so there's this whole war starts that literally is just like humans versus droids, and it's the droid rebellion, and you initially think that it is going to be like the droids are framed as the enemy. But in the second movie, the characters realize, oh, actually, we're the bad ones. We're wrong. And that guy was right the whole time. They don't kill him or anything. Like, legitimately, I want to subvert that, like, Hollywood trope of revolutionaries being placed as, like, they're not wrong, but their tactics are just, like, incorrect. Like, they just go a little bit too far. It'd be like, no, entirely justified. He had nothing else that he could do but like rise up against like the way that droids are treated in the Star Wars universe, and humans have to be like the ones that like, we were actually wrong and we need to stop this. And so our human characters join up with our like main characters and this guy who was initially framed as like the emperor evil guy, who actually turns out to be the actual hero. And they work together to like push back and like fight for droid rights in the third one. That, and I'm sure I could workshop that, and there's some like sensitivity reading and like ideas to like smooth that over so it wouldn't be like totally like I'm sure there's some problematic stuff that I could run into with that storyline, but I think you could do it really well. I think that would be my pitch for a Star Wars film. So anyways, everybody, I think I am going, also my computer screen's being weird, so I don't know what's going on with that, but because you saw it blinking a minute there, like right now. Don't know what's going on that's strange. Probably my HDMI cable is loose or something. But anyways, I think I'm going to wrap out the stream because I got some ice cream. I'm going to watch a TV show and probably head to bed in a little bit. But everybody, thank you for joining me. Thank you for allowing me to hyperfix it in God of War Ragnarok, because I love this game. I adore it, and I hope you all take care of yourselves. I send you all love. Mwah. Have a wonderful evening. Enjoy yourselves. Be good to each other, and I will see you all. Theoretically, I should have a video on Friday. I'll be streaming on Thursday, and I will have a video that'll be kind of special on Friday, be something unique and fun. And then I'll have bigger video essays next month for some stuff. But this Friday, I should have a video up for all of you to enjoy. But until then, everybody, mwah, take care of yourselves. I love you all, and I will see you on Thursday.